This tutorial is to help you to get started using the MedsOnTrack WebApp. So on your mobile device, you look for the icon for the MedsOnTrack WebApp, tap the icon, which takes you straight into the logon screen. Enter in the username, your username details, and similarly in the password, and then tap login, and you'll be taken straight to the Meds Out screen. So this is where you record issuing medication. You can see the date will default to today's date, and for doctors, if the doctor is the user on this device, then the doctor's name will appear as the issuer of the medication, and own authority will appear as the method of authorization. The green tinged fields are the fields that are mandatory. As you see, these three are already pre-populated. So the first thing one has to do is go to Issue To, and you tap the little bar at the side, and you can start typing in any of the letters of the name of the person that you're issuing to. So in this case, I'm going to type IVI. You can see Alberto Riviera is the only person with those initials. You tap Alberto's name, which then appears in the name field. And the next thing is to do the same thing to select the medicine. Here we're going to select paracetamol, and you can see here paracetamol tablets is the item that we're dispensing. You can see just below the name of the drug, the prohibited status, the doping status will be shown. So the next thing to enter is the quantity. So we tap in the quantity field, put the number of tablets that are given. The next two fields are optional. You can see to the right here, this is the location from which the drugs are issued. This can be by arrangement with local practices, very often just used as a default location. So notes, we provide this as a method of allocating what the drug was given for. So let's say in this case it was for musculoskeletal pain. And here also an optional field is instructions. You tap the plus and you'll see the various options for instructions. So in this case, let's go for 1 or 2 tablets up to 4 times a day. And finally, sign with your finger the signature and then tap Save Issue. And then that is saved into the memory. And you can check that by going to List Meds Issued, tap that little button there, and you'll see that the most recent issue is the date, the quantity, who it's for, and what was given out. We can tap the Go Back button to go back to where we were. And now if you've got some other medications to give out to the same patient, you tap the Same Patient button. So you can see now the first 4 fields are pre-populated, and you just have to tap on the medication. Now let's say this person is getting some amoxicillin. So you start typing, and then you select amoxicillin 500 milligrams. Again, you can see the doping status comes up. Quantity, say 21. Tap the plus. So this might be for a cold or upper respiratory tract infection. Instructions, in this case 3 times a day. And again, sign, and then tap Save Issue, and it takes you ready to do the next one. Again, if we check List Meds Issued, you'll see that that is the last item. Any other users within the same client, as long as you're connected to the internet, will be able to see the same data. So the data does synchronize between users. If we go back to Meds Out, either by tapping Meds Out at the top here, or by going the back arrow, then we can do another one, same medication this time. So let's say somebody else needs amoxicillin, you're going to give out the same strength, so you tap same medication, and this time you just changed who it's being issued to. So let's say it's Eduardo Bongella on this case, and here the quantity 21, the notes, and the instructions, Don't forget those two last items are optional, so if you're in a hurry and you don't want to write those down or capture that data, then you don't have to. Sign and save. That is the basic method of recording the meds issued, and that data will also be synchronizing to the main server, so reports can be taken off the main server for looking at later on.